topic of today. Friends hold you back. Let me give you an example, for instance. When I was younger, I always wanted to do YouTube. And I was like a big YouTube kid. You know, I used to watch Jacksepticeye, shit like that. But I wasn't that interested in being like them. I wanted to be my own thing. Making game reviews, making funny little clips. I used to do a YouTube channel when I was 14, 15, 16. I still have access to that account. And I did trendy stuff, you know, memes, like iDubbbz, Filthy Frank, PewDiePie, you know, We Are Number One, just dumb shit like that. But I wasn't serious about it. But it paved the way for me to understand how to edit, how YouTube works, you know, like the golden era of YouTube. And then I wanted to do YouTube seriously, but I wasn't very confident about it. I didn't have the best self-esteem. I was nervous. I didn't want to put my face out there, you know, but I was pretty good at editing. It's pretty damn good, actually. So, you know, I made some videos with my best friend in the videos. We were playing Resident Evil 4. His mic was picked up, because you know you can record game footage on the PlayStation 4, and you know you can record the party chat, audio, things like that, you know. And you know, at first it was cool with him. He thought it was cool, but only because it involved him. And this motherfucker was a major psychopath. He know, if he watches this, he knows who I'm talking about. And, you know, and I'll tell him like, oh, I really want to do YouTube. Like, seriously. But then, this is where shit gets real. He's my friend, right? He's supposed to be my friend. He gives me silent treatment when I started making more and more gaming videos, heavily edited, funny, entertaining, the right tags, the right everything, good thumbnail, you know? And because of his lack of feedback and silent treatment, it made me feel bad about what I was doing. It made me feel like the videos I was doing was not good enough. It made me feel like maybe I should just quit. And I did. I actually quit YouTube just because of his feedback. Every time I mention to him, hey, what did you think about this video? He'll just be like, it was okay. Oh, it was okay. It was all right. But then he'd give me silent treatment after that. He never motivated me, never supported me, never said, oh, you're gonna do good with it. So ultimately, I abandoned the YouTube channel and I never touched on making YouTube videos again for a few years. Fast forward, I'm not friends with this guy anymore. I'm on this journey of just self-betterment, self-improvement, confidence, spirituality. I'm just in this journey of destroying my old self to become the best version of myself now, you know? And so, out pops out this channel, D.TV, you know, and I just thought, oh, that's cool, you know? And at first, I wanted to go back to the gaming stuff. I was like, oh, maybe I'll do game reviews again, but fully in-depth, make analysis stuff, retrospective, things like that. And a friend group I used to have, and they used to hang out with my best friend, who I'm not friends with anymore, but they cut him out because they figured him out, even though I told them what he was like. You know, I went to them and, you know, I used to play games with them every day. And, you know, but then when I got serious, about what I wanted to do, every time I joined the party, and you know, there was times where I wouldn't even join for like months because I'm working so hard on what I'm doing, getting game footage, the Xbox breaking, the Xbox not working, game footage being corrupted, me wanting to quit. But something in me kept on wanting to do it. Anyway, let me just wrap this up about all that shit. I started making a video. I join in, tell them, hey, I'm making a new YouTube thing and I'm gonna take it seriously. At first they were entertained by it. They were like, oh, that's cool, Daniel, that's really cool. But then, these guys are supposed to be my friends, right? I thought, hey, they would support me. Same shit happened again. Same shit. I'm like, okay, what's going on? And I didn't want to, you know, throw them under the bus and be like, oh, you fucking assholes. You're just like the rest of them. But I knew deep down that's what they were. Because you see, when you're serious about something and you start outdoing people, you start getting serious about something, your so-called friends hold you back. They start telling you, oh, you know, is this what you really want to do? Or give you silent treatment. You tell them about the video you just uploaded, then they never watch the video. You bring it up to them, they say they will watch it, but then they never like it. They never put a comment on it. They never tell you, hey, this is how you can do better with it. None of that. And you know the funniest thing is, this new guy that was in that party, he actually gave me feedback. He actually gave me a full-on paragraph of pros and cons about my very first video. And I was like, okay, if this guy gives me more respect than my so-called friends, then how the fuck do I go about this? So I thought, okay, I'll keep playing these mind games then. So I uploaded another video. Then I joined the party, say, hey, this is what I've been working on. You know, and also I've been working out. You know, I built a home gym. I've been getting better, eating better. Because at this time I was struggling with my eating disorder, you know. You know, and they would kind of praise me here and there, but not enough to make me feel like they really gave a shit. And this is what people are like. When you start to outdo them and you start to get serious about shit, they see you working every day, editing, making videos, doing whatever you pursue. It doesn't even have to be about YouTube. Then your friends start acting real salty. They start showing forms of jealousy. They start giving you the silent treatment. They don't give you feedback. They don't want to praise you. They don't want to give you any form of praise because deep down they wish they can do what you can do. So the best thing they do and come up with is try and beat you down silently so that you can hopefully quit, so that you can go back to being on their level. And with idiots like this, they'll never understand. So, you know, and I would join this party and all that stuff. I wouldn't talk about my YouTube channel all the time because I already knew the mind games. I already knew that guy is not going to watch it. I already knew that guy goes silent whenever I bring up the YouTube video. He never talks about it. He never brings it up and says, oh, how's your YouTube channel going? So I said, okay, to myself, now I know where I stand with these guys. I'm just going to talk about other things like motivational shit to help them. One of them wanted to do Twitch streaming. He's been wanting to do it for a long time. So I gave him ideas, gave him tips, gave him the blueprint on how to do it. And it was a waste of fucking time. The second I gave him some ideas, he started crumbling. He started to crumble. And I was like, okay, I just wasted my breath on this guy. Clearly he ain't motivated. Clearly this guy ain't driven. I'm like, okay, I know where this guy stands. He's weak as shit. He sits at home all day, jerks off playing games. And every time I join the party, after a few months, they're doing the same shit. Like they're just bums. And one day, I got fed up of it and I let them go. I cut them off. And I know damn well they're snooping and watching this shit. Yeah, I'm talking about you. I don't give a shit. You know? This is just another example. Let's say you want to move out your parents' house. You know, you're a grown man. You have a good job and shit, but it doesn't make enough money to buy you a house, you know, just to rent. You find a new build. It's real nice, has 2 bedrooms, big kitchen, good living room, good bathroom, you know, insulated like crazy, great fucking heating, all that shit. So you go up to your friend and you say, hey man, I know you want to move out of your parents' house as well. Together, if we put money towards the rent, we'll both have enough money to actually get to do some cool shit. Then your friend says, okay, yeah, cool, that's cool. Let's do that. But then on the day of the viewing, you go to view that house. Excuse me. Your friend chickens out. And then you find out the dude moved into his girlfriend's house and left you to rot at mommy and daddy's house. And then you just realize you can't depend on nobody. You just realize your so-called friends are not fucking there for you. They only show up when they need you. They only show up when you have something to offer to them. But whenever you need their help, or you have something you're working towards, or you give them a business proposition, they're never there. Cowards. And then a few months later, that guy gets cheated on and gets kicked out of the girl's house. But then you just learned you can't depend on nobody but yourself in your pocket. And by the time you get rich, you don't have to make dumb deals like that ever again. And then that guy's rotting in another girl's house, and then the same pattern repeats. So the moral of the story is, there's going to be people in your life that you do enjoy being with, but at the same time, you got to pick your friends wisely. Because when you're around weakness like that, it's going to make you weak. So you just got to sacrifice some people. You got to get rid of people. I don't give a fuck how long you've known them for. I've known my fucking idiot old friend group for fucking years, my best friend for 10 years, and look what happened. I got shitted on. These people, they take and take and take. But then when you give and shit, you start giving more to them than you do yourself, when you could have been the guy giving it to yourself and actually make use of it. When these motherfuckers take and they just scramble it all. And these motherfuckers are bombs. So you just gotta cut that shit out. Pick your friends wisely. But if it was up to me, I wouldn't have any friends to pick, because I'm my own best friend. I'm not gonna betray myself. I'm not gonna disappoint myself. I'm gonna drive myself, and that's just the way it's gonna be. These people, you don't know what's going on in their heads. You don't know if they're a psychopath, a sociopath, a narcissist, a user, an abuser. You don't know that. You know you're not going to abuse yourself unless you're a self-destructive type of person. But I'm not. It's the best years of my life being alone. I've been happier ever since. And these guys, I bet, still to this day, they're sitting around jerking off with each other. Whereas I'm elevating. When you outgrow these people, they'll see that. And they'll try and pull you down to their level. So yeah, in conclusion, you just gotta let these motherfuckers go. Friends hold you back, and this doesn't just apply to friends. This applies to acquaintances, relationships, family. Don't listen to anybody's fucking opinion about anything. Because I'd made that mistake. I listened to my best friend, and it made me not want to do YouTube for years. But imagine if I didn't listen to him and I just started back then. I would have had over 1,000 subscribers by now. But that's okay. I needed those years to actually learn more, understand myself, understand people, understand the value of friendship nowadays in this modern world and shit. And then, yeah. It's all a bunch of bullshit. You can only really depend on yourself. But yeah, man, you gotta cut these people out. Friends hold you back. There's nothing worse than just having people tell you what to do and you're not living your own life. But yeah, that's about it. Yeah, that's about it, to be honest. I don't know what else to say. Just a bit of a rant, but also a little bit of storytelling. But yeah, there's been a lot of people in my life that controlled me. But now that I have control, I don't have drama in my life. I don't have friends in my life. I don't listen to anybody. I listen to what the fuck I think. And every decision I've made so far hasn't fucked me over just yet. Because I'm smarter than that. And these people, why should I listen to them? They never left home. They never left their hometown. Never went to a different country and learned the language. They never took that step. They never fucking got rid of something they love. They never sacrificed anything. So why the fuck should you listen to these idiots? But yeah, in conclusion, like I said, people hold you back. Friends hold you back. Don't hold yourself back just because of people's words. Friends aren't always going to be there for you. Friendships end. 10 years, 5 years, it doesn't matter. But your life is forever and shit in your own head. So don't squander it just because of people's fucking dumb opinions. But yeah, that's about it. Fuck you.